Hello Mallards, it is Monday and I am back at the Fringe. I have been to 2 previews. I'm actually going to start with the second one and talk about it first because I found art that fit and I haven't found art for the first one yet. But the show that I went to, I can actually pull out a fan, is Everything I Wannabe with Sara Lee Dobbs. And the art I've chosen is these 3 photos by Sara Hollamby. And I'm not going to read you their names because I definitely cannot pronounce that one and I don't want to slaughter it. But this one's called Prelude and this one's called Opus 3 number 2. And that one is German. I've chosen these because the show that I went to was very music heavy. Not necessarily because this particular photo evokes the mood of the show. So I have heard a lot about Sara Lee Dobbs, but I haven't had an opportunity to see her in action previously, and it was an absolute delight. This is a cabaret talk style show, so she is telling the story of her life, or at least anecdotes from her life, interspersed with songs, all of which are from the UK, because that is where she is from, and so they're all UK-based songs. She's an incredible singer, and the show is very fun. There's some audience interaction bits that are really enjoyable. And like, I'm officially a fan. And I have one. So, you should go. Everything I Wannabe by Sara Lee Dobbs. The first show I saw, which is called I Favor My Daddy, A Tale of Two Sissies. It is a one-man show in blue. And the piece of art I've chosen is Cornucopia by Vera. Gubnitskaia is what I'm going with. And I've chosen this because in the show he has a line about there being fruit for the fruit. And so I thought that the fruit was appropriate for this show. It is one man's story of his relationship with his father and learning about his father as his father aged, and also connecting with him after his father has passed away. And it's hilarious. The performer is very talented, and so it is an enjoyable piece to watch. You'll have a good time. You'll laugh a lot. And it's cheeky and also heartfelt. So if you enjoy sort of humorous takes on relationships, familiar relationships, it's sweet. And I had a very good time. I just finished my 3rd show of the day. Oh, look, there's my reflection there. How exciting. It was The Medium, and the piece of art that I have chosen is called Grave by William. We're going with Zaballero. I can't guarantee that. A piece of photography. This was an operatic piece. So it was about a medium who gets spooked and then her sort of descent, and it deals with some pretty heavy themes. They have warnings at the top of the show that I suggest listening to, but it is a well done opera with very good singers, and it's got dark themes and it's kind of spooky and fun, and I had a very enjoyable time. I just went to the 4th show, and it was, I'm gonna read this whole title because it's pretty long. The Princess Strikes Back, One Woman's Search for the Space Cowboy of Her Dreams. And I have chosen this piece of art, which is called The One with Follow Your Heart by Randall Paints. There is a Star Wars piece of art, but I'm saving it because I'm gonna go see Star Shanties, and like that seems to fit. And this sort of like love theme is more in keeping with this show. So this is a one-woman show done very cleverly by Victoria Montalbano. She's from Chicago. It is her talking about trying to find the ideal guy that was influenced by her watching Star Wars when she was 13, and sort of the guys she finds along the way and her journey of both like other people and self-discovery. And it's poignant. It's also really funny. And if you like Star Wars, there are a lot of fun references for you. If you don't like Star Wars, it is still an enjoyable show, but there are definitely suggestive things she says that will go over your head. So I don't know if you will find it as funny as I did, but I had a great time in that show, and I really liked her as a performer, and I'm gonna try and convince her to be my friend. I just finished my final show of the evening. It was another site-specific show called Ajax. I am not in front of art because the Shakes is shut down. So tomorrow maybe I'll show you an extra piece of art that I think fits the theme of this show. It'll probably be something Greco-Roman. This is the story of Ajax, which is a story from Greek mythology. It is a Trojan War story, so if you're familiar with any of that, you'll be like, ah, yes, I know this story. It is Ajax's adventures post the Trojan War. Spoiler alert, it's a tragedy. And it is a very Greek tragedy. It's outside, site-specific, and it's got some music in it, and a very classic, what I would consider like a classic Greek presentation, in that the dialogue is very monologue heavy, epic poetical form. If you like Greek mythology, you will enjoy this show. If you have a passing interest in Greek mythology, I think you'll enjoy the show. And if you like being outside to see theater, this one is definitely one to enjoy. Their setting is really, really cute. And I had a great time. And that is it for today. That is all of the shows from today. But I'll be back at it tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be here. I'll see you then.